Hello everybody. Wanted to show the latest project that I finished. This is a 90s Games Workshop Bretonnian Knight of the Realm. This particular one is like a champion, a unit champion. So I wanted to take his heraldry and color scheme up another level to kind of show his rank and his class. And so using the red, white, and yellow as a tri-color scheme as opposed to most of the other Knights of the Realm, I just used two colors. And then I also incorporated heraldry on the barding of the horse and on his banner this time to make him stand out a little bit more. The checker pattern, that's the first time I've ever done checker pattern on any miniature, and I've always been kind of scared of it, but I thought, you know, I needed to do something to kind of push this guy up over the edge a little bit to make him a little more special, and pretty happy with the results. I did on the horse, after I primed it white, which I always work off a white primer, I did use a pencil, a mechanical fine lead pencil, to draw on kind of some rough guidelines on the horse's barding to help me keep the squares equal in size, and then also, you know, when you get the curvature of the horse here, and then down on the bottom of the barding where it's you know, got the waves in it, I thought I'd better have some sort of a guide to kind of go by to keep things under control, and so that actually worked really well. On the knight himself, you can see I did carry the checker pattern onto his tunic, and I did that just freehand. After I'd done the horse first, I kind of had learned some techniques and got a little bit more comfortable in the spacing and the sizes that I was trying to go with, and it worked out pretty well. I was pretty happy with it. And then, of course, the banner again is just a paper banner that I cut out. And then the boar's head, which also matches his helmet, which was kind of fun. I just happened to have a huge decal sheet, a 20-year-old decal sheet that had some decals that kind of matched what was on his helm, so I thought that would work out well. And it had 4 for the horse, 1 for the shield, and 2 for a banner. And so I used those, and I was real impressed with how they applied. I talked to the guy I'd gotten them from. It was an eBay, or not eBay purchase, but a purchase that I met the guy on Facebook, and anyway, he was looking to get rid of all of his 5th edition Bretonnian unpainted stuff, and included a bunch of decals. And he said he couldn't remember where he got them. He had gotten them off of eBay 20-some years ago, and he said they were custom made. But you never know a decal that age how it's going to work, and they worked really well. So I'm excited. I'll be able to use quite a bit of those through some other night projects here. But so anyway, so that guy's kind of finished up there. I'm happy with it. It was a fun project to try something new, and you know, push your limits a little bit. Try some new things that you've never done. So that's how he turned out. Pretty happy with him. The one other thing I kind of worked on, again, I'm swamped with work, so I've just been doing a little here and there. But along from that same guy that I got in his buyout, or all those Bretonnian unpainted Bretonnians from him, and those decals that I'd mentioned, he included this. This, for those fans of 5th edition Bretonnians, will recognize this guy as Baron. Let's see, what's his name? It's Baron Odo the Outrimmer is the special character. 5th edition Bretonnians had a lot of special characters. Of course, he could be used in 6th just as either a general or a knight of the realm, or a leader or a champion for a Knight of the Realm unit. But anyway, it was all chipped up. The paint was nice enough that I never bought a painted miniature that I didn't strip. But this one I kind of liked the color scheme, and I kind of liked what he'd done. So he had a bunch of mud on the bottom, and the squares weren't real equal in size, and not real neat where the corners were touching, and no highlighting, and but it was intriguing. So I kind of hated to strip it. So I thought, well, let me see what I can do. And so kind of in between, while I was waiting for some decals to dry on the other guy, I started fiddling with him. And interesting thing was, I felt like since he would have gotten this knight in the 90s and painted him, that's when he said he was working on him, that blue-gray color just looked really familiar to me, and he didn't know what he'd used, but I still have this old container of shadow gray that I bought back in the 90s and been using, and it's still good. Why Games Workshop ever went away from that paint container, because that is superior to anything they've had since, period. But anyway, and sure enough, that is the color that he used. So I was able, and since it was white in this gray color, it was pretty darn easy to go in and touch everything up. Of course, any brown on the horses and skin and the mail, the armor and that kind of thing. You know, any color will substitute for that. But to be able to match that blue-gray color like that was pretty cool. So that kind of, between that and the quality of the paint job, I decided, hey, I could kind of touch that up and make something out of him. So it was kind of fun. I've got a little bit more to do, some more highlights, touch up the base to match the bases as I do them. I've got some more highlights to get on the cloak, a little more work to do on the shield. But he's not too far from done, so that was kind of fun. So that was another little side thing. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching, taking the time to look and comment and share the enthusiasm that I've got for my project here. So hope everybody's doing well, and keep hobbying. Thanks for watching.